They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On the ground, this is Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able To get him down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green, 90.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Garoppolo on 1st down. It's caught by Garcon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Yet again, Pierre Garcon and company gearing up to take the field. And he's been pretty good under the lights. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action is Garoppolo. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's One he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're able to find Garcon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down. Carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now.
They'll run again with... And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double. First level,